For the 32nd meeting of the Lake County Board of Commissioners. Would all those who are willing and able please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of our country.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Grant us, O Lord, light to our understanding, prudence in our investigating, foresight in our planning, sincerity in our deliberating, the grace to follow truth in our judgment. Help us to be moved in our decision neither by fear nor by self-interest, and to do our work faithfully. May we respect the authority vested in us, for thou art the source of all authority. And may we use our directives for the common good and for thy honor and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you all. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler.
Here.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Present.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Here. Okay, we have before us the meeting minutes of the regular meetings of June 16, 2022, July 14, 2022, July 21, 2022, and July 28, 2022. Do I have a motion to approve same, waiving the reading thereof?
Mr. President,
Sir.
I would make that motion with a big thank you to our clerk, Jen Bell. She's been a little under the weather, but we're glad to have her back.
Thank you.
Yay. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Discussion? None being heard. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler.
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes. Very good. This brings us to our first public comment portion. Do we have anyone wishing to address the board at this time? Anyone at all? Well, there is a change of pace. Okay, moving on. Sorry, editorial comment. My apologies. Okay, Madam Clerk, first resolution.
In special resolutions, resolution recognizing August 2022 as National Immunization Awareness Month.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion?
Mr. President,
Sir.
we all acknowledge that healthcare choices and medical choices should always be protected constitutionally. We decide for ourselves what is the right healthcare and treatment for our families, not the government. But immunizations have provided enormous health benefits over the years. And we're very grateful to have a general health district that supports our residents in getting the health care that they need and giving them the choices available to their family. They've gone above and beyond in that regard. They literally will go to your home if it's the only way that they can help you to have come to us with a proposal for a mobile medical clinic to reach those who can't get out of the home. When we talk about serving seniors and folks with really difficult medical situations, that's the kind of creative, forward-looking thinking that we need to take care of not just a few, but everyone. So we want to thank our health district in this matter.
Indeed, sir. Well said. Commissioner Tyler, anything you want to add, sir?
Well, I agree. I actually served on one of the health boards for 10 years, HDIS back when it was around, and I really learned about what the health district does and what it offers for the county, so I'm really appreciative of all the efforts of the county health district.
Well said. We do have a representative from the health district in the audience. Ma'am, did you wish to address us this time?
Thank you.
Thank you. There you go. A woman who gets right to the point. Clearly your parents raised you right. So, that being said, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler.
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes, thank you. Oh, you know what? Commissioner Plechnik has got to tackle me. We actually have a photo. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure you've never had a photo with this young lady before, Mr. President.
Oh my goodness. Keep us honest.
Oh, I have fun every day. As long as I got a little fun.
Yes, good enough you knew that.
I did. Hey, you laugh or you cry. I prefer to laugh.
Somebody insists we look right at her.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
How are the Giants looking this season?
Time will tell.
Yeah,
It's Friday.
They're my third favorite team. So.
Gonna live with that. Take all this important.
Okay. And with that, moving on, Madam Clerk, next agenda item, please.
In the engineer's office, resolution authorizing final approval of improvements, release of construction surety, and accepting a maintenance bond for Eagle Point subdivision.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion? None being heard, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
In the Utilities Department, resolution transferring appropriations and transferring cash from Lake County Department of Utilities Project Fund 595, 17484 Tank Painting Project 436W, and the Water Operating Fund.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion? None being heard, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
Resolution increasing appropriations and transferring cash within Lake County Department of Utilities Sewer Operating Fund and Project Fund 596, Project 452S, Trunk Sewer Rehabilitation Phase 2.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion? None being heard, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
Resolution increasing appropriations and transferring cash within Lake County Department of Utilities Water Operating Fund and Project Fund 595, Orchard Road Waterline Replacement 432W.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion? None being heard, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
In Job and Family Services Department, resolution approving Lake County Department of Job and Family Services vouchers, date of warrant August 19, 2022, in the amount of $494,871.87.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion? None being heard, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
Resolution appointing members to the Lake County Workforce Development Board and the Lake County Youth Committee.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion? None being heard, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
In the Commissioner's Office, resolution appointing Sandra Fink, Jody Allison, and Nino Baffa to the City of Wickliffe Tax Incentive Review Council for a 3-year term expiring on August 11, 2025.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion?
Mr. President,
Sir.
I would just say that we want to extend our highest support to the City of Wickliffe as well as Mayor Joe Sakis. They're doing great work out there on the west end of the city. We're also joined by 2 other West End mayors, Mayor Rich Regovich and Mayor Dennis Morley, and I know that they've all worked as a team together for the economic redevelopment of the West Side, and we're very grateful to all of them for taking a proactive approach. Rather than just hoping that businesses come, tax incentives are absolutely critical to bringing business into communities. I've personally drafted many tax abatements myself. They're very technical documents. It takes a lot of work and negotiation, but that's really the behind the scenes work that you don't see at the ribbon cuttings. Businesses don't just show up. Cities and villages and counties have to recruit them, so I want to extend high praise to Wickliffe for recognizing that.
Very good, sir. Anything further? No? All right, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
Resolution appointing Natalie Antosh, Cheryl Bennett, and Michael Vanny to the City of Willowick Tax Incentive Review Council with terms expiring December 31st, 2024.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion?
Once again, we appreciate Willowick's proactive stance on bringing business to Lake County, and we look forward to partnering with Mayor Regovich and his team as we continue to really buck the trend. You know, there are difficult times in the United States. The economy has taken a lot of hits, but Lake County's been booming, and it's because we have leaders who care and actively work to make it happen. When you hear folks say, well, we don't know why business comes or doesn't come, it's because they're not doing their job. It is a day-to-day, 24/7 job to bring in business, to keep business. That is the 21st century in terms of the work that's done. So we thank Mayor Regovich and Willowick for being so hardworking in this respect.
Well said. All right, if there's nothing further, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
In the Finance Department, resolution approving payment of bills as listed on the Commissioner's Approval Journal in the amount of $2,301,832.18.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion? None being heard, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
Resolution approving purchase orders as listed on the Commissioner's Purchase Order Approval Journal in the amount of $547,454.79.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion? None being heard, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
Resolution increasing appropriations for various non-general fund accounts.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion? None being heard, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes.
Resolution transferring appropriations within various general and non-general fund accounts.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion? None being heard, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler,
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes. Very good. This brings us to our departmental reports portion of our meeting. Randy?
Thank you, Commissioner. A couple weeks ago, our Utilities Department was very happy to introduce our H2O to go water bus, what we're calling it, at the Lake County Fair Parade, and then again this past weekend at the Timberlake Festival. This was a joint project between the Utilities Department and Lake Tran. We were able to take repurpose a Lake Tran bus and create a bus that now can deliver water, drinking water, at remote sites for the public at festivals and also during emergencies of water breaks and that sort of thing. So it's pretty neat to see that out there. I really want to thank a couple of guys that really did a lot of work on this. Matt Hanasowski, Dennis Edmiston, and Joe Elmore, our maintenance guys out on the East End, spent a lot of time on this project. It's pretty impressive what they're able to do, deliver cold drinking water whenever we need it remotely. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty proud of those guys and the work that they were able to do for this.
Mr. President,
Sir.
I would just add what I love about the H2O to go truck van is not just that it's a wonderful community asset and that it might well serve an important function in an emergency, but that it really highlights the high quality of water that we have in Lake County. When I've had the opportunity to tour the Willoughby water treatment plant and see that the water we're taking in, because we have such a long intake pipe that goes so deep into Lake Erie, a huge investment, by the way, it was not cheap to do. The water coming in is actually cleaner, raw, than the water you used to drink in the 50s and 60s. That's the product we're starting with. And then our folks, our experts, our scientists, work extraordinarily hard to make it even cleaner. The reality is the tap water that I'm proudly drinking is cleaner than most bottled water you would pay for. And that's an incredible thing. Lake County's tap water is better than the bottled water folks are paying $1, $2, $3 a pop for. And we should be very proud of that, and we should be grateful for that community asset. You know, without a filter, we are getting better water than most people are paying for, and we need to highlight that as one of the great parts of living right on the shore of Lake Erie. We have a lot of clean, good drinking water, and we have experts who are monitoring that water quality and preserving Lake Erie every day.
One more thing I'd like to add, you did mention the cost of bottled water, and whenever I get a chance, I'd like to mention the cost of our delivered water.
I know this answer.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
half a cent per gallon.
Exactly, yeah. So we're able to deliver clean drinking water, safe drinking water to your tap at a half a cent per gallon. So we're pretty proud of that.
See, I paid attention to my tour too, and it is quite an operation. So thanks, Randy. Your staff does a great job and great operation for all the Lake County residents.
Thank you.
As long as we're heaping praise upon you and your team, the coordination that you have on your distribution side, when there's maintenance, overall improvements, the level of coordination you have with local communities, our county engineer's office, it does annoy most people when they see a new pipe put in the ground and a road gets torn up and then it comes back, gets torn back up again. And I think the level of effectiveness and efficiency and the good use of public dollars is something that also should be mentioned. So is there anything else for utilities? Thank you, sir. Okay, moving on to Job and Family Services. Suzanne.
I can't compete with the H2O to-go bus, so I would say no report today, Commissioners. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, County Administrator, Jason.
Good morning, Commissioners. I actually want to thank also on the H2O to go topic Randy's team and Julia at Lake Tran for coordinating. We're kind of getting our feet under us as far as who's taking the bus and getting power supply to the Instacool. So we'll work through the logistics, and we're going to have a meeting with everybody involved so we kind of have a better routine come next year's festival season. But it has been a great project. Thanks to Commissioner Pleshnik. I think it was on our original meet and greet with Randy where that idea came about. And then when Randy showed me the photos a few months ago, I was like, wow, that is really slick. So just my commentary on the topic of the day. The quick update, and Sheriff Leon Bruno may want to add, we're continuing the programming phase of the proposed Lake County Public Safety Center. Our HOK design team was in town Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We had a series of meetings that went quite well. We're progressing on schedule. I think they're in the final stages of the program, which, as you know, is essentially inventorying every square foot of what a public safety center will look like, from corrections to commissary to SWAT to parking and the like, to the point now where we can literally start putting building blocks together and massing on what that square footage looks like, and then the coming weeks start to get a ROM, rough order of magnitude, as far as a cost at this level of design. And we can start to look at how we address the financing side, but it's going quite well. I know it's been a lot of time for Sheriff and his captains and Chief Deputy. I was over there all week, pretty much just as an observer, and it's amazing. Notably, Captain Brooks, on what it takes to run the jail side of the Sheriff's Office, just the movement of people, and I learned about the barber and all kinds of stuff, and elevators, and the booking process, and the separation of males and females and juveniles. It was quite impressive. And then watching the design team kind of storyboard how we're going to address that in the future. So things are moving well, but as we have meetings, I like to keep the public informed. And that concludes my report.
Yeah, while you're up here, I have a couple things. I sat in on 2 of the meetings, one with the judges on Tuesday morning. It was good. Nice to see communication across the board. So that was beneficial. And then also I sat in yesterday morning with a preliminary siting review. Great discussion. I think we're going in the right direction. I was able to sit down with Kim Frazier from the Adams Board last week. Really good conversation. Talked about operations, her budget, staffing. Great program she offers, so that was a lot that I did not know about, so it was very productive. And also I know I have a meeting on Tuesday, JFS, looking forward to that. Jason has me pretty booked up this next week, so looking forward to these meetings, so thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. All right, moving on.
Mr. President?
Sir.
I just want to add to the discussion on the continuing programming phase of the Lake County Jail. It is a very complex statutory and business process to build a building of that size with that specific function. We are working very hard with the Sheriff's Office to do it with all due speed, because our estimates continue to show that the longer it takes to build, the more expensive the project will be. So I want the public to know that we have a commitment to get this job done as expeditiously as possible. And I want to give special thanks to the Sheriff as well as Captain Brooks. It's very rare that you have a Lake County Sheriff who spent a career running a jail in tandem with a current jail captain who was literally recognized as the Jail Administrator of the Year, not for Lake County, not for Ohio, but for the United States of America. So we have 2 of the most significant national experts on jail construction working with us now, subject matter experts, as some of our friends would say, and that is a real boon to Lake County to have 2 folks with that level of experience helping us to oversee the project. And really the Sheriff's Office has started this process with a heavy lift. So we're working as quickly as possible, but we want the public to know that we've got the best people on the job.
Well said, sir. Thank you. Okay, Madam Clerk.
Yes, I wanted to mention that our next meeting is going to be on Thursday, August 18th at 10 a.m.
Thank you, ma'am.
Jen, we're all glad to have you back.
Thank you.
There we go. Yay. All right, legal.
No reports, Commissioner.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to old business. Do we have any old business to come before the board? Any old business? Hearing none, moving on to new business. Do we have any new business?
Mr. President?
Sir.
I will be right back.
Yes,
I have
sir.
something.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't see any hay delivered, so you know it's not a pony. It could be a Slovenian sausage. Do we want to do an over-under on what could be coming?
Not the dog.
Uh-oh.
I hope that was sufficiently dramatic.
It was. We were debating whether we should do an over-under on what's coming.
So over the weekend, Painesville celebrated its first annual Rally for Sally, or Rally for the Salvation Army. It was a wonderful event hosted by the band Jester's Revenge and many others. Ken Filipiak, Mentor City Manager, also known as the Lead and Risk Factor, played along with, like I said, many other local bands to benefit the, I believe, the Red Shield program, which is the Salvation Army's program to fight homelessness, an increasing problem with the economy today. And the major of the Salvation Army said she wanted to make sure that each commissioner got a back scratcher.
Thank you. Oh, boy.
Which was the tchotchke item of the day. So she asked if I would present it at the meeting and tell everyone that the first annual Rally for Sally was a huge success. And I hope that many of you can join us next year to support the Salvation Army and fight homelessness.
Very nice. And I think on the other end, it helps for putting us old guys for putting our shoes on. So, yeah. Look at that. Well, thank you. That was very kind of them. Good, excellent report, sir. Thank you. Okay. Do we have any other new business to come before the board? And I'm going to be keenly interested in seeing how that makes it into the meeting minutes. So. And the value is, I'm looking over legal. The value, I believe, is probably under $75. So we're going to have to put this on our ethics report then.
I'll look into that.
You'll look into that? Thank you, sir.
You might have to test it out to see how much it's worth.
Don't spend a lot of time.
Priceless. At that moment when it's that spot you can't reach, priceless. Okay, if there's no other new business, we'll move into our second public comment portion. Do we have anyone wishing to address the board at this time? Any takers in the second public comment? Anyone at all? Going, going, gone. All right, we do have a request for an executive session. The purpose will be personnel collective bargaining. There'll be no business to be conducted afterwards. Is there a motion to adjourn for the reasons so stated?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Tyler.
Yes.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Hammercheck.
Yes, thank you for joining us today.